All right, the first thing you need to know is how wide is your spray pattern. Okay, now the easiest thing to do here, since I'm the average American male, size 11 boot, is just step it off. So that'll be a 12-foot spray pattern with a little bit of overlap. We might call it 11, might even get to be 10 for us food plotters without GPS. All right, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna calculate at 11 feet of coverage what it'll take me to do an acre. What I'm gonna find is at 330 yards, I'm going to cover 1/4 of an acre. So I'll see how much water I'm gonna get rid of over that 1/4 of an acre, 330 yard swath, and then I'll multiply it times 4 to figure out how much water I'm getting rid of per acre. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna settle my speedometer in at roughly 4 miles an hour. That's where my four-wheeler kind of settles in nice. Yours might be a little bit different. That's where this one's at. And then I'm gonna note the pressure that I'm spraying at. You wanna be in that 25 to 30 pound range for any of these ATV sprayers in general. All right, now I went out and I drove that 330 yards. The 330 yards for me is because I was at 11 feet of coverage with my spray nozzles with a little bit of overlap. So when I drove that, I started with an exact amount of water. I put 8 gallons in the tank. Then when I went out and drove that, at my speed and my pressure, that's very important. You change speed or pressure, you're gonna change the amount of water you put down. So I knew at roughly 4 miles an hour and at roughly 25 pounds of pressure, I put down about 2.5 gallons. When I got back, it was roughly 5.5. So I know that's roughly 2.5 gallons of water. Now what that tells me is on my sprayer at 4 miles an hour, at 25 pounds of pressure, this particular spray head, this boom sprayer, is gonna put down about 10 gallons per acre. Now if I change it up to my boomless nozzle, it's gonna change. I've gotta redo this process. If I wanna change speed, if I wanna change pressure, I've gotta redo the process to figure out exactly how much water am I putting down. Okay, now what does that mean when I go to put chemical in the tank? Well, if I put 10 gallons of water in there, I know I can cover an acre with that at roughly 4 miles an hour. So if I put in, for 2-quart rate of Roundup per acre, if I put in 64 ounces per 10 gallons of water, I should be at that rate that I want to get to. But this is the calibration system that's worked for me for a lot of years, and it's a heck of a lot easier than a lot of the other systems that are out there. This is Jake Bull, the Habitat Pro. Get out and enjoy your woods, guys.